you ever wake up in the morning feeling like you are living a really fake life? In fact, there are times when you question whether you're really living the life that you've always wanted for yourself, the life of your dreams, or somebody else's dream. If this sounds like you, please make sure you watch this video to the end, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 really important things that can help you start living life from a more authentic place. So first, let's identify some of the signs of leading a really fake life. One of the first signs is that you always feel low on energy. Feeling low on energy is a telltale sign that you're actually not living your best life, because anybody who is living the life of their dreams will tell you they love moving, they love being on the go, they love taking action towards whatever it is that requires their attention. So if you're always feeling low on energy, this is the first sign. The second sign is that you complain a lot. Whether that is consciously or unconsciously, people will catch you and tell you, oh, quit complaining. If that's the feedback that you're getting, you need to ask yourself, why are you complaining? And most likely it's because you're doing something that you don't want to be doing. Hence, probably living a life that is towards building somebody else's dream, but not the dream that you're defining for yourself. Number 3, recognize within yourself if oftentimes you find yourself daydreaming that you could be leading a very different lifestyle. Again, why would you need to consider living a very different lifestyle if there was nothing wrong with the one that you're currently living? Does that make sense? Okay, now if any of those 3 items apply to you, or maybe all 3, pay attention now and really take notes, because what I'm about to say is going to change your life. Point number 1, start tuning down the volume in your mind of the voices and judgments of other people. You see, our mind is a tape recorder. It records everything that ever happens in our life, either consciously or subconsciously. And then while we're sleeping, while we're doing mundane chores, while we are doing things that don't require much brain power, our mind is actually looping back to past experiences and past feedback. And it could very much be that somebody else gave you negative criticism, judged you, and gave you feedback that was really a reflection of a terrible time they were going through. And yet, because you were there, they judged you for your actions and your behavior. And it left you feeling small and unheard and potentially even traumatized. And from then on, you decided that you were going to start living the life that they tell you is right. Really consider this, because when we are young, we are subject to the influences of authorities around us. That could be our parents, our grandparents, it could be people in school, it could be other authority figures. For example, maybe there was a fire in your neighborhood and you saw a firefighter save the life of somebody else, and from then on you decided, oh, you wanted to be in a line of work that allows you to save lives. Not that there's anything wrong with that kind of work, but if you do that kind of work and you feel dissatisfied and burnt out and stressed, then you need to ask yourself, was that something that you took on just as a bypasser, witnessing something in your life, or was it something that you were destined and meant to do? This is a really important thing, because our mind keeps playing back experiences and judgments. Another very common thing that happens when we're young is when a parent or a teacher tells you, oh, you're not good at that subject, you're never going to be good at that subject. But in fact, you love that subject and you thought you were good. For example, art class. What if you created something and everybody just looks at it and said, oh, okay, yeah, I don't think you're going to be an artist. Think about that term. They don't think you're going to be an artist. But that does not mean that you don't have the ability to artistically express yourself. Maybe you were born to be an artist, but none of those skills were ever built over time. So pay attention to things that play back in your mind as points of criticism and judgment from others. If you've been trying it on and obviously feeling constricted and it's not fitting, take it off. tune down that volume and start using affirmations to really help yourself get to a place of feeling good. Point number two. Point number two is actually a very practical thing. In order to start leading a life that is more authentic and where you can easily tune out the voices of other people, you need to establish financial independence. More importantly, if you can build passive income, even better. Now, this is not a business course, so I'm not going to talk about different forms of passive income. But if you've never heard that term before, make sure you do some research on it. Passive income means that you're able to generate income without actually doing very active work. That also means that if you don't need to be in a specific place at a specific time serving a specific person, i.e. bosses, for example, that also means that you don't need to put yourself in an environment where you're subject to their criticism. Does that make sense? Pretty simple, right? Now, item number 3 is that you need to spend time alone. A lot of people, most of us on this planet, have spent so much time immersed in environments full of other people, especially if you grew up in a populated city. There are neighbors, there are people that you don't know walking down the street, giving advice, giving criticism, giving judgment. There are so many reasons why we surround ourselves with others in order to feel like we're connected, and in some ways to also feel that we are protected. But at the same time, these people's thoughts and beliefs rub off on us. And if you really want to get in touch with your authentic self, who you really are, beyond the layers of your skin color, maybe a few wrinkles, maybe the size that you're wearing, beyond the layers of this physical body that you are, there is an authentic you, somebody inside who is so deeply connected with spirit and knows innately that you are here to live a life that is meaningful, on purpose, and with greatness. But if you don't know where that part of you is, it's probably because you've been spending too much time in the presence of other people, and then one keeps playing back, meaning the judgments of other people keep playing back. So, if you've enjoyed this video and anything that I have said has resonated, please make sure you comment in the box below so that other people who are watching can also benefit. And more importantly, click like and subscribe, and share this video with other people, should you believe that it can help them too. And I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye!